hit the subscribe button. Or don't. I really don't care one way or the other. Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, we're going to talk about my custom Avengers Infinity Quest pinball topper. Excuse me. Now, the reason we're doing this video is if you watch my channel, I recently posted a quick 20-second video showing the topper in action. And the reason I did that was so I could show it on the Pinside forums. And it doesn't seem too many people were interested in it, but oh well. Oddly enough, I got more people interested in it, not from the Pinside forums, just, offline, so to speak. A few people through other forms of communication. But, yeah, it's regarding, excuse me, this guy. So that's the topper that I came up with. Now, why did I decide to go this route? Well, I would have liked to have gotten, not loved, but liked to have gotten the official Stern topper. The problem is that topper is at least $700. I've seen it listed for $750 online somewhere else, I'm sure. I just can't remember where. And I'm sure the secondhand market is already trying to get over $1,000 for it. Now, I believe in capitalism, so whatever they want to charge, that's their right. And if people are willing to buy that, awesome. More power to them, more power to Stern. And the people who buy it, I hope they're happy. For me, $700 was not worth it, so I chose not to buy it. One of the reasons I decided not to buy it, and I do like the way it looks, it's just, for that price, all you're getting is pretty much flat two-dimensional images on acrylic and some flashing lights. Now, I have heard that with the topper, and I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard that it's much like the Stern Jurassic Park topper. And what I mean is, if you have the topper installed, you get gameplay that you normally wouldn't be able to get without the topper, like additional wizard modes of some sort. So whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's what I heard. So I will give Stern that. That's, pretty cool, I guess. Buy this, get another incentive. But for me, it just wasn't worth the price. Now, do I have anything against pinball toppers that are nothing more than a two-dimensional image on a flat piece of acrylic with some lights? No. In fact, my Deadpool machine, I had a Deadpool topper, which was just that. It was the word Deadpool with a little picture of Deadpool at the top, and it was on a flat piece of acrylic and some lights underneath. I also had an Elvira topper that I had quickly made with this image. Again, nothing more than a two-dimensional image on a flat piece of acrylic. And, there would be a stand right here with some lights underneath, shining light above. In fact, let me put this down. I will try and show an image of what it looked like, some little video footage. One moment. Alright, so yeah, that was my Elvira topper. And again, I have nothing against toppers that are, just flat with some light. But I've slowly been wanting more and more and more. And so now, if you take a look, I have, of course, the Stern Elvira topper, which I did a video on that. Never thought I'd get it, but I did. And of course, that replaced this bad boy, and I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. If I could go to a convention with Elvira, I'd probably get her to sign this and then hang it on my wall. Let me just put this down. Alright, so yeah, I got the official Elvira topper. And not counting the price, I do enjoy the design of it. If you come over here, yes, we will get back to the Avengers topper. I do like the fact that it's a three-dimensional gargoyles, three-dimensional tombstone. Yes, there's flashing lights. Obviously, there's more. The thing pops up. Okay, that's pretty cool. But, toppers lately have been getting kind of, again, two-dimensional. They say the best topper is the Black Knight topper. That thing moves around. I believe it's got lots of sound bits, flashing lights. People love it. Also goes for a crap load of money on the secondary market. My GNR topper, I guess if you could call it topper, just nothing more than Funko figures or pop figures, whatever they're called, and a GNR toy truck that I got from the official GNR site. So yeah, when it came to this, I knew I wanted something three-dimensional. So I came up with this bad boy. Now, as you can see, it's the Gauntlet. 3 of the Avengers on a base. The base lights up from the bottom. The Gauntlet gems light up. And this thing cost me less than $200. And for me, it is a much better topper than the official Stern one. So let me break it down as to what I did. So the silver base that you see right there, that I got from Etsy. It's a 3D printed base. And there's a notch in the middle of it to where there's a light strip. Excuse me. That light strip I got from Laserific. And it's just a multicolored light strip that hooks up to the power from the back box. Not the power supply, just one of the boards. Now, as you can see, the light strip does change color. You can also program it to where it changes color faster, slower, or it's just one color. So, yeah, that I actually had on hand from a previous purchase. So I really don't count that as costing me something because when I originally purchased it, it was for something else. The figures you see right there, we'll just go ahead and get a close-up. We got Thor, the Hulk, and Captain America. Now those are actually Piggy Banks. You can get those for about $15 to $20, brand new. I actually got, in fact, hold on, let me go show you something, or let me go get something. Okay, so, like I was saying, those are Piggy Banks. Now, you can get them mostly for about $15 to $20 each. Now, the Thor one is very hard to come by, and that one cost me $30. And the only reason I paid that is because I really, really, really wanted Thor to be in my topper. And I wanted the figures to look like the way they're designed on not only the pinball machine, but in the classic Infinity Gauntlet book. If you've never read the original Infinity Gauntlet, whether you want to call it graphic novel or series, my suggestion is read it. It is a good read. It shows, what you need to know. This machine, this Gauntlet, this topper is not based on what you saw from the Avenger movies. Okay, so back to my point. I wanted figures that look like the way they were designed on the pin, as well as from the original Infinity Gauntlet back in the Marvel days. So yeah, Thor cost me $30. Hulk, Captain America, and I got Black Panther and Doctor Strange. I got these in a lot for $20. Basically, they're pre-owned. Saw them. They were all bagged together. They originally wanted, was it $30? I offered $20. Got it. But yeah. Now, I really, really, really wanted Doctor Strange on my topper and Black Panther. Now, why did I want those two? Because, they weren't some of the status quo Avengers, so to speak. I wanted different characters. I really didn't even want Captain America on my topper. And, he's the leader of the Avengers. The reason I did not go with Black Panther or Doctor Strange is because those Piggy Banks were big. They were bigger than Thor. In fact, they were almost bigger than Hulk, depending on how you looked at it. So everything would look out of place. So I decided to go with these three because, one, I wanted Thor. Captain America compared to Thor, it's okay. I think it's a good size reference. Hulk, I wanted in there, one, because he takes up so much space as his fists are out. I wish he was a little bit bigger because, of course, Hulk is a big monster compared to even Thor. So I would have liked Hulk bigger to where the top of his head was almost at the bottom of that first Infinity Gem on the back of the hand. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything. If you guys know of where I can find something like that, please let me know. So, yeah, I got a leftover Doctor Strange and Black Panther. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Hey, if someone's interested in them, you want to buy them, make me an offer. You can't contact me through YouTube because they don't allow that anymore, but, you can contact me through Instagram. All right, so back to the topper. Where are we on price? We got, what did I say? It was $50 for the base. Or did I even say that? Yeah, anyways, Etsy, $50. It's a 3D printed base. Okay, the light was free. Thor was $30, so that's $80. Okay, the other Piggy Banks, that's $20, so that's $100 right there. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this topper, the Infinity Gauntlet. That is the 2014 Comic-Con Infinity Gauntlet that was exclusive there. It was eventually re-released, sold in stores, but as far as I was told, that was the one that came from Comic-Con. That one cost me $40, I believe. And yes, it was used. And the only reason I got it is because I was certain of the size. If you go online looking for Infinity Gauntlets, you'll see so many variations, including size, some that are just no bigger than the average human hand, and it looks more like a glove rather than the gauntlet. So I got that one. So where are we at now? 140? Now, the lights that you see, the gems are lighting up. I got those light up using light strips from Comet Pinball. And that cost me another $25 or so. So yeah, we're about at $165 or so for my topper versus at least $700, seeing as how they're sold out everywhere, possibly $1,000 for the official Stern topper. Now, the gauntlet, of course, is foam. There is foam underneath those gems. Those gems are translucent rubber. It kind of feels like the old school bouncy kickballs that you could get at the grocery store back in the day. They usually have like a big cage full of them and they were like $1 each. Kind of feels like a thicker version of that. But it's clear. Or excuse me. Yes, it is clear, but they were painted. So maybe the material itself was just dyed color. I don't know. Anyways, I had to pop out the gems. It was more like kind of like a rip out. They stuck to the foam. I'm thinking when the foam was injected into the mold, they probably just put the gems on top. So it wasn't too hard. You just had to be careful, make sure you don't rip anything else. And it's basically just pulling them away from the foam. What's nice is when I put them back in, there was no need to glue them back in. They just fit in nice and secure. The way the gems light up is, again, using light strips from Comet Pinball. And it's two different light strips. each light strip lights 6 gems. So if you look really close, you can see the pattern. Now, how do they get lit up? How do they light up? Well, that light strip, I got extensions. The extensions themselves were like dirt cheap. Again, from Comet Pinball. And they run from the Gauntlet down to the back box all the way to under the playfield. And using alligator clips, you just click them on to, we'll call them prongs, of some of the light field lights, or playfield lights. And probably can't see. Let me go this way. One of them, I believe, is hooked up to this light right under there. The other one, I can't remember where, but it's, you get the general concept. It's basically, you can't even see because of the reflection. That light right there next to the blinking diamond, right there, that light. It's basically one of those. And so when those lights light up, because the light strips are hooked up to the prongs of those lights, thus, kind of at an angle here. Sorry about that. Accidental push of the power button. But yeah, when the playfield lights light up, the infinity gems light up. And of course, when you're playing the game, those lights are flashing, so you got the infinity gauntlet flashing. Again, if you're busy playing on the game, you're not going to be able to look at the topper, so it's more like, what's the point? But yeah, so for what I say, 165, let's just see. 50 plus 30 is 80, plus another 20 is 100, plus 40 for the gauntlet, 140, plus about $25, so $165. $165 for this. Now, the way the gauntlet is being held up, it's ultra MacGyver rigged, and it's being held up by a paint mixing stick that you would get from Lowe's or Home Depot, when you buy some paint. I had a spare one of those, and, I just added some extra padding, just to hold it so the gauntlet doesn't wiggle back and forth, and it's just screwed into the back. So, yeah. Now, I am having an official something printed out so that it does actually hold it securely. And I guess it really doesn't make any sense because you can't see what's being used to hold the gauntlet. You won't be able to see it unless you get to the back of the machine, which, why would you? Even from the side, you really can't even see what's holding it up. But I am having something 3D printed. That is costing me another $50. So if you're going to count that, we're at $205. Still, for me, $205 for this is a lot better than paying $700 for the Stern version. That's all I got to say. Next, I'll probably get some gameplay of this going. Just so you can see how it interacts. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But, yeah, there it is. So, if you have any questions, you know what? I think I will get some gameplay. So, one moment. Okay, just a little minute or so of video gameplay we're going to do right here. Just so you can see how the topper interacts with the game as far as, when it lights up and when it doesn't. But yeah, just a quick minute.
I will allow you to reconsider your course. ready to submit to her will. The Black Panther obeys her commands. Super Disc. Double Arc Reactor. The Black Panther is under her influence.
The Black Widow.
Never give up. 4, 3, 2, 1. We cannot stand alone. She forces another to do her bidding. No peace. Only hope. Bring me the gem.
Alright, and there you are. So, yeah, if you have any questions or feedback, let me know. Until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.